Yo, it's Mello. I just want to start off by saying Streetballallstar is a very pay-to-win game, but it's very fun. Now, starting off with this tier list, we're starting with Jessica. Jessica is a new shooting guard, very fast, hard to keep up, and if played right with screens, it's going to be tough to stop. Best way to stop her is zone defense or switching up with defenders when she crosses over and playing sides. Mark is an FK. They're going to be an S tier because it used to be OP, but the new game and the contest of shots is higher. It's not worth the chance of missing. Plus, in higher up ranks like Master and Legends, I don't see them running often. It's mostly small forwards because it's not the meta no more. Marcus is a dribble pull-up shooter, and FK is more of a drift, shoot to the side, or in-your-face type player. Susan's okay. You can't steal the ball and knock her over, but she has dive and one guaranteed free 3 beginning of the game if it doesn't get blocked, and crossover moves, but not played a lot because there are better characters. Mary's mostly the same, but she's more of a FK with Drift 3. She was FK before FK, but FK was a 2.0. Still, she's not bad. Maggie's the same as a Drift 3. If she gets open, she should not miss because she has a level 4 3 ability. She has crossovers, but she's a free-to-play character, and no one uses her, but she's very low-key a bucket. But then again, there's still way better players, and I advise from using free-to-play characters. Dave is a bucket if you know how to use him. He has dives. I feel opinion-based wise that he's low for me because you can block him if you time it right, but he's also not played as much as these other SS and S tier characters up there, but he's very underrated. Don't sleep on him. The S tier both are divers. One's free-to-play, one's a defensive point guard, but neither one plays much at all. But very much, there are better characters out there. Fryman should be deleted as a character, waste of space on this game. You can score with him, but don't waste your time, money, and resources. That's why he's a D tier. Emma is by far in the debate as one of the best picks there are. She wins every tip-off. That's 2 per game. That's the beginning tip. That's the overtime tip. Sarah's really good. It's really hard to block her. I haven't seen many people block her. Vanessa isn't bad, but she's like really strong. You have to like constantly box out and hold it and keep pressing it. Like, she's really strong. And I think I just need to see more Sarah in the future to rank her. Like, even try to put her in SS, but no one on this list is coming close to Emma at all. Howie is really cheesy. Amy is like, if you can't get Rocky, you can't get Emma. Amy's your third option. Howie is very cheesy to like scoring wise, but he's not touching anybody else up here because they're overall better. Victor and Big O, they're not bad, but I wouldn't pick them over the characters I've already named. Big Mike's not bad. He has a crazy post game, but he's still a free-to-play character. Dasuki's not bad. He's slow. Not only is he slow, but I still wouldn't put him up there because there's better rebounders. There's better people that do better at what they do. Rocket is kind of considered one of the greatest bigs on the game between Rocket and Emma, but there is no one on this list touching him at SS, so he's SS. S tier, you got Kat and Zach. Kat has so many different ways to score. That's why she's an S tier. You're definitely going to need to put some speed on Kat because she is slow. Same way for most of these other characters. But you're probably going to mix in dunk and mid-range and, so it's all kind of how you build these certain characters for yourself. You just got to play around with it and find out what's best for you. Zach is a cheesy dunk just like Pinky. Zach's the other S tier. It's not hard to use him. He's very useful with his other abilities that he has. He's a good person to put in your lineup. Pinky is an A tier, very cheesy, not hard to use. Just mix up the dunks. Same way with Kevin. They both have that little dunk they go for left on or the right side of the rim. I kind of feel like Kevin is a little superior because he has the drift or fade, whatever way you look at it. He can kind of space the floor with his mid-range. Lightning is a B tier. Just keep mixing up the dunks. You should do fine. but he can be blocked. I think Ranger is the better big for the C's and half, but Ranger is slower than the other one, but they're still just defensive big men that you're running at the 2, but I don't see you scoring with them, so I have them at C. You can run them at big, but I have Emma, Rocket, Vanessa, Amy there, so I wouldn't choose them over those. Nana is by far the best point guard. She spaces the floor. Most of the time, she is an auto ban if you're not banning a scorer. She forces the big to step up on screens. She can kind of basically help out the scorer on scoring. And I don't see any other point guard taking SS from her or even being on the same level as her. Nico is not bad. She is an S tier. I've seen point guard score with her. She's a defensive point guard, but she's not touching SS. A tier, you have Boa. The reason why she's A tier is because if you miss with her defense, it pushes you out. Her defense ability, it pushes you out of place of the play. She's really good, though. It depends on how you play her. Yui is the best diving point guard, but you need a point guard that can score, and she is not the one. That's why she's an A tier. B tier, Albert. Albert needs to space the floor. If you use all his abilities correct, like layup, pass, and all that, you can space out the floor, but he's not really a scorer. So that's why he's a B tier. White's not bad. He has quick pass. He has some abilities that are really good, but I still wouldn't put him over some of the characters that I've already named. That's why he's a B tier. C tier is Justin. Justin, I've met a lot of Justins. This is a very opinion-based opinion right here. I will never play with a Justin. If you pull up with a Justin, I might just close out the game and get off. Justin is not bad. He can score. He has a lot of good abilities. But then again, there's a lot of people that just don't use him right. So it is what it is. He's very low-key underrated. D is for a reason. I won't even bring up the character's name. It's not worth it. There's no one touching Camille. Camille's an SS. There's no one touching him. He's the best small forward on the game. S and half, I would like to give it to Nat. Only problem is she does not space the floor, but she is very hard to block. Greta's not bad. She can only drift left or right, though. Crossover, left or right. She's more of a left or right shooter. She can flash shot. Her 3 and mid-range base is one of the highest in the game. I think she's the highest mid-range and second to highest 3. But she is easy to block and guard. But if she gets the shot off, more than likely, it's going in. Julian is one of the newest small forwards of the game. Very low-key underrated. A few more seasons, I don't know. He may be an S. Quad is A tier 2 because he is a good 14 points a game or something like that. But he's only a dunker. Can't space the floor. Same way with a B tier Ben. Can't space the floor, but he's easier to block. Havoc is a free-to-play character. Free-to-play characters will always get hate from me. But his hook shot is not bad at all. And then C tier, don't want to bring up the C tier, but honestly, just delete the character.